Thank you, Callie. Good evening, faculty, administrators, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2016. In our time at McIntosh, we have all presented many messages to those around us based on the way that we speak and act. For me, many of those messages have been through song, from love will always find you to always look on the bright side of life. In the classroom, I have passionately and questionably claimed that the perfect mass ratio between balls for the ideal Astro Blaster is exactly 590 to 1. The explanation for this is very simple, because physics. Meanwhile, as a class, we've left frantic messages for our parents as we brave the long, terrifying journey home during the snowpocalypse of 2014. We've cheered on our teachers who for a single pep rally adopted the message of our generation by bravely whipping and nay-naying in front of the entire student body. But this message, the valedictory address, is different. I can't just put on a sparkly gold dress, wave my hands dramatically, and give you some vague advice about finding your grail. This is supposed to be the message, our message, the message that perfectly encapsulates what our time here at McIntosh High School has taught us, and what it will mean in the larger scheme of our lives. So here it is, McIntosh class of 2016. I don't know what the past 4 years have meant to me, or what I'll remember in 20 years, or how McIntosh has influenced my life. And trust me, if there is one thing that I hate more than anything, it's admitting that I don't know all the answers. I tried turning to many of my fellow classmates for help, but after receiving responses ranging from just say Lauren Siegel and walk off stage, to copy the graduation speech from Twilight Eclipse, I realized that the truth is, none of us really know. How could we? We're just a bunch of teenagers who have never truly been self-sufficient and still laugh whenever teachers say things like, I love Rob Lowe. Like the actor. How are we supposed to hum up high school's effect on who we are when we can't even really tell you who we are? Ultimately, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's okay not to know. It's okay to say I have no clue what I'm going to do when I leave McIntosh. It's okay to say I want to get a degree in biology, but I have no clue what I want to do with it. It's okay to say I think I want to go to Stanford after you've already told the yearbook staff you're going to Princeton. For 12 years of our lives, we've struggled to come up with the right answers. But the answers to the questions of who we are or what we want to do with our lives cannot be solved using the Pythagorean theorem or by shifting the aggregate demand, aggregate supply model. They can only be solved through trial and error, living messily and failing ethically. So instead of thinking of graduation as a ceremony celebrating your discovery of all the answers to the math problems, the essay prompts, and the science labs, think of it as your opportunity to admit how much you don't know and ask all the questions you've wondered about yourself. No longer are you limited by the constraints of a Common Core education. You are now free to think openly and ask questions unapologetically. Did you ever think that you could truly reach self-discovery just by answering other people's questions? It's the questions that you are dying to have answered that define you, not any question that a teacher could pose on a test. However, there is one thing that I do know. When your questions seem overwhelming or you fail to find a satisfactory answer, you will always have someone to help you. Maybe it's the fellow graduate and best friend sitting next to you, a teacher, coach, or director who's become a caring mentor, or that family member beaming proudly down at you from the bleachers through a camera lens and tears. Whoever it is, take some time today to thank them. For me, it's my incredible family who have supported me in every one of my insane endeavors. It's Ms. Hanson, Ms. Murray, Ms. Balls, Mr. Buswell, Ms. Potter, and every other teacher who has helped me grow as an intellectual and as an individual. It's my godmother, who traveled across the country just to be here for me. It's Mrs. Holdopoulos, who just really wanted a shout out. It's the friends who never complained about me incessantly asking for speech advice. Alex Pinkney, Connor Lawhead, Crispy Greco, Jefferson Downs, Julie Lim, and my entire chorus class group chat. It's every member of the class of 2016 for giving me the confidence and ability to embrace the unknown, question myself, and admit that I don't know all the answers. Congratulations, class of 2016. Let's graduate.